Dolphins fans, what is going on? It's Ben Morgan of the Fins Up Network. It's Friday, and we've got a pair of news items, and both of them fall into that category of financial money, cap saving, kind of the story of the offseason so far and what we are likely going to see for the foreseeable future. And the big one being that the Miami Dolphins released edge rusher Emmanuel Ogbah. He did sign a 4-year, $65 million deal after the 2021 NFL season. But obviously a lot has changed then. I think it was his first 2 years with the Dolphins. He had back-to-back seasons with 9 sacks. And we know another strength of his game is playing against the run. Well, hey, we've gone through a couple of defensive coordinators. Now we're in this cap situation. So with needing to make some money moves this offseason, Emmanuel Ogbah, quite honestly, was one of those more expected releases given his contract. I think we all love Emmanuel Ogbah. One of the underrated things this guy has done his entire NFL career, not just with the Dolphins, that ability to set the edge and play the run. And remember how good he was at getting up and batting passes? He's not going to go down as in the history as one of this team's greatest edge rushers. However, for his time here, he did a pretty damn solid job. And like I said, a lot has changed. You bring in Jaelan Phillips. He looks like a stud before his injury. You trade for Bradley Chubb. Ogbah has his injuries as well. It's just one of those deals where the writing was just sort of on the wall. However, that move does clear $13.7 million in cap space in 2024. Because the other news of the day, as you can see right there, the NFL announced that the 2024 NFL salary cap will be at $255.4 million. The NFL's making some money. You know how that is going to be. Remember all the streaming stuff, the Peacock, the Amazon Prime? Man, it is just beginning. That money is rolling in. But this move, that move alone, the salary cap move, that news, that moved the Dolphins to $38.5 million over the cap. And now you add in Emmanuel Ogbah's cap relief, and this number is right around that $25 million over the cap at this point in time. So, like I said, it's an offseason of moves. Ogbah just happens to be the first domino to fall. We already talked about the possibilities of having Xavien Howard being a post-June 1st cut. We know that it's in the works for Tua to get a contract extension and everything with that and the cost savings that'll come along with that. Who knows, a guy like Jerome Baker may fall victim to something like we just saw here with Emmanuel Ogbah. But you know what? This is where we are, and this is the life we live right now in this offseason as we attempt to basically create as much cap room as possible heading into free agency because we have a lot of moves to make. But going back to Ogbah, even though we saw this move coming, that position of edge rusher, super important, obviously, now to monitor this offseason. You got Chubb and Phillips, who we already mentioned, that are coming back from those late season injuries, so they're not anywhere guaranteed to be close to ready potentially by the beginning of the season. Who knows, maybe even throughout the season. Andrew Van Ginkel slated to hit free agency. Drew Rosenhaus was talking earlier today saying, yeah, Miami wants him. He'd like to be back in Miami, but they know there's going to be a market for him as well. Now Emmanuel Ogbah's gone. So a position that I really saw as a huge strength for the Miami Dolphins heading into 2023 is really now a huge question mark at this point of the 2024 NFL offseason. But that is the news for Friday. That is what I have got. Quick one today, Dolphins fans, but I want to hear from you as well. Your take on the move releasing Emmanuel Ogbah and your take on the position of edge rusher in general as we hit the 2024 NFL offseason here. Drop all that good stuff in the comments. If you haven't gotten subscribed yet, make sure you are doing so. But that is what I've got for Friday, Miami Dolphins fans. Stay tuned. I've got some stuff coming up for the Combine. Got some other free agent talk. We'll have draft talk. We got a lot of stuff to get here this offseason. But that is what I've got for today, Dolphins fans. Until next time, Fins up.